Hi everyone, it's Gary Nicholson here. This is your latest Farming Weekhead Outlook in association with weatherweb.net. And just a reminder that we're updating videos every single day at WeatherWeb Premium with details for the days, weeks and even months ahead. If you're not yet a member, you can get a 3-day free trial and find out all about it. And if you need to speak to a forecaster to get a bit more information just for your farm and your activities, you can give us a call on Farmers Weather Live. The details there for you on the screen. In terms of the forecast for the week ahead, we've still got high pressure generally in charge, but we are seeing some bursts of rain likely to move up from the south through the next couple of days and then moving away again to allow mostly dry conditions to settle back in. Cool easterly winds, particularly cool down eastern counties of Britain onwards through into the start of next week, with the risk of some frost occasionally, mostly across Scotland and the far north of England. Now, rainfall is going to be very, very hit and miss as we go through this weekend, but it's generally across central and south and southwestern areas that are most likely to see some of the heavier bursts of rain. Some thunderstorms are possible in places. You could get a good ½ inch of rain or more in some spots, but nearby you might only get a few big spots of rain and practically nothing from it. And East Anglia is the awkward area in terms of just what comes in off the Low Countries. The difference between, again, a local thunderstorm and nothing at all is just going to be a very fine line. In general, the further you go toward the north of Britain, across Scotland, it's largely a dry story throughout the next 5 to 7 days. And probably further ahead than that, as high pressure seems to be the order of things, even the longer range outlook. Let's have a look at the charts for the days ahead then. This is for Friday, and that's just showing the scope for things breaking down a bit from the south, with these fronts just rotating in from the English Channel and northern France. Some areas of rain may become fairly organised, some bursts of thundery rain embedded in that, and tending to track north and northwestwards with time. So later on, extending a bit further into the Midlands and Wales, it might be only the evening time before it does so. Across central and northern parts of the country then, it's a dry story with some hazy sunshine, best of the sunshine generally across Scotland. A top temperature around 17-18 degrees, a bit cooler feeling along some eastern coasts though. Onwards into Saturday, and again it's that same sort of area that's the greatest risk of some bursts of rain, quite haphazard in where they form, some locally heavy and thundery bursts, some places missing them altogether, and it may just extend a bit further north than this, further over the Midlands, but still it's that sort of south and southwestern quadrant that is the greatest risk, and 1 or 2 bursts may just be around across East Anglia, but as before, still a hit and miss story. Northern regions generally dry, risk of frost to start the day in Scotland and the far north of England. A generally light easterly wind will affect the country. Top temperatures then, again up to around a high of 16 or 17, but a bit cooler if rain is around for any length of time. Remnants of bits of fronts giving some hazy high cloud, maybe the odd burst of rain across the southwestern regions through into Sunday. A keen easterly wind, feeling chilly on eastern coast where you may struggle to do better than 10 degrees. Inland it's a high of something like 16 or a 17, and staying dry overall for much of central, northern and northwestern Britain. Question mark in the details for Monday. Uncertainty what's left of what this front does. It is the leftovers from the weekend, basically. There may be a few bursts of rain around, but don't expect too much, I think, is what we'd say at this stage. Many places still under a dry story with a strong easterly wind, and particularly cool down those eastern coasts. Temperatures then around 10 degrees, but feeling more like 5 or 6 in that wind. Not much change into the middle of the week. High pressure station towards the north. A general easterly flow prevails. Some cloud and cool feeling temperatures down the eastern coast with a high of only around 10, perhaps a bit less right on the coast, up to a high of 16 or 17 across more sheltered western regions. And it looks a dry story overall. Touch of frost overnight where you're sheltered from the wind, mostly in Scotland. And if we just look at the brief outlook further toward the end of next week, high pressure is still toward the north and dominating the overall weather picture. Any showers very few and far between, so it's mostly dry overall for the foreseeable future. Looks as though it's a fairly cool east by even northeasterly pattern, so temperatures maybe nothing special, particularly eastern regions feeling cool. Warmest of temperatures typically out toward the west, and that takes us through to the weekend of the 25th and 6th. So I'll update this free video again for you on Monday. Stay up to date with us every day though at WeatherWeb Premium. That's been your Farming Weekhead Outlook. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.